What if I told you that in America today, there are places where a house costs less than a new pickup truck? Not a down payment. Not a tiny apartment. A full house. While millions of Americans struggle with rising rents, high interest rates, and home prices that feel completely unreachable, something unbelievable is happening quietly across the country. Entire towns exist where homes cost less than what many people spend on a car. This video is not about fantasy. It is not about abandoned myths or unrealistic listings. These are real towns, real houses, and real prices that still exist right now. If you think homeownership in America is dead, this video might change everything you believe. The reality of American housing. The American housing market has become one of the most stressful financial realities of modern life. In many major cities, the price of a modest home now exceeds what the average family can earn in decades. Rent continues to rise. Wages struggle to keep up. Saving for a down payment feels impossible. But affordability did not disappear. It moved. It moved away from headlines, away from trend cities, and away from speculative markets. It moved into towns that most people stopped paying attention to. And that is exactly why these towns remain affordable. Why homes are cheaper than cars? The average new car in the United States now costs more than $40,000. Some trucks and sport utility vehicles exceed $70,000. Meanwhile, in certain American towns, houses still sell for less than that. These prices exist because demand is stable, not explosive. These towns offer work, housing, and community without hype. They are not broken. They are balanced. 1. Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana is one of the most affordable housing markets in the United States. Located near Chicago, this town offers proximity to a major metropolitan area while maintaining extremely low housing prices. Homes in Gary regularly sell for prices lower than a new sedan. Some properties are listed for amounts that barely exceed the cost of a used car. Gary was once a booming industrial town. When manufacturing declined, population decreased, but housing supply remained. Prices never rebounded into speculation. Today, Gary still has infrastructure, schools, hospitals, and access to transportation. Employment opportunities exist in logistics, healthcare, and nearby cities. The affordability comes from perception, not collapse. Buyers willing to invest time and care can find ownership opportunities that simply do not exist elsewhere. Gary represents how location alone does not guarantee high prices. Demand does. 2. Youngstown, Ohio. Youngstown is one of the clearest examples of housing affordability in America. Homes here routinely sell for prices lower than the cost of a new car. This town experienced industrial decline decades ago, but it never lost its core structure. Streets, utilities, and neighborhoods remain intact. Many homes are older, well-built, and structurally sound. They require updates, not reconstruction. Youngstown benefits from healthcare, education, and regional service industries. The cost of living is extremely low, allowing homeowners to live without constant financial stress. In Youngstown, buying a home is not a dream. It is a decision. 3. Flint. Michigan. Flint is often misunderstood. While it has faced challenges, it remains one of the most affordable places to buy a home in America. Homes in Flint sell for prices that shock first-time buyers. Some properties cost less than the price of a mid-range vehicle. The town has strong community roots, established neighborhoods, and access to health care and education. Flint continues to rebuild, with new investments focusing on infrastructure, safety, and local business growth. Affordability here exists because growth is slow and controlled. Buyers who prioritize ownership over image can find unmatched value. 4. Detroit. Michigan. Detroit may surprise many people on this list. While some neighborhoods have experienced significant price increases, many areas remain deeply affordable. In certain districts, homes still sell for prices lower than luxury vehicles. Detroit has undergone transformation, but affordability remains due to large housing supply and uneven demand. The city offers job opportunities in manufacturing, healthcare, technology, and creative industries. Infrastructure is extensive. Detroit demonstrates that even major American cities can still contain extreme affordability for those willing to look beyond headlines. 5. Jackson, Mississippi. Jackson offers some of the lowest home prices in the southern United States. Houses here regularly cost less than the price of a new car. The town serves as a regional center for healthcare, government, and education. Jackson has established neighborhoods, historic homes, and stable utilities. The cost of living remains low across the board. Housing prices remain affordable because demand has remained steady rather than speculative. Jackson proves that affordability still exists in state capitals, not just small towns. What these towns have in common: these towns share one critical trait. They were built for people, not investors. Their housing markets reflect wages, not speculation. They offer shelter first and profit second. This balance is rare in modern America, but it still exists. So far, we have seen towns where homes cost less than cars, not because they are unlivable, but because they are overlooked. We will explore 5 more towns where affordability reaches levels that feel almost impossible in today's market, and one of them might change how you think about the American dream forever. If this video is changing your perspective on homeownership, like the video so more people can see the reality behind the headlines. Comment HOME if you believe affordable housing should still exist in America. The story of affordability. We explored towns where homes cost less than cars, not because they are abandoned, but because they are ignored. These places still have roads, schools, hospitals, electricity, water, and people living real lives. Now, we go even deeper. The next 5 towns on this list push affordability to levels that feel almost unreal in modern America. These are places where ownership is not a luxury. It is still normal. 6. Toledo, Ohio. Toledo is one of the most affordable mid-sized cities in the United States. Homes here regularly sell for prices lower than the cost of a new sport utility vehicle. The city has a long industrial history and remains supported by manufacturing, healthcare, logistics, and education. While population growth has slowed, stability remains. Neighborhoods in Toledo offer detached homes with yards, garages, and space. Many properties were built decades ago with strong materials and solid structure. Affordability exists because supply exceeds demand, not because the city lacks function. Daily life in Toledo is calm, practical, and affordable. For buyers who value ownership over status, Toledo offers one of the clearest paths to buying a home without lifelong debt. 7. Rockford, Illinois. Rockford sits outside major metropolitan hype, which is exactly why it remains affordable. Homes here often cost less than the price of a new pickup truck. The town has a diverse economy supported by manufacturing, aerospace, healthcare, and regional services. Employment exists, but speculation does not. Rockford has neighborhoods filled with single-family homes that are structurally sound and move-in ready. Many only require cosmetic updates. The cost of living remains low, allowing homeowners to maintain stability even on modest incomes. Rockford proves that affordability does not mean isolation. It means balance. 8. Pine Bluff. Arkansas Pine Bluff is one of the most affordable housing markets in the southern United States. Homes here sell for prices that feel unreal to buyers from larger cities. The town is supported by healthcare, education, agriculture, and government services. While growth is slow, it is steady. Many homes in Pine Bluff offer large lots, quiet streets, and traditional layouts. Ownership costs remain low due to affordable taxes and utilities. Housing prices here reflect local wages, not outside speculation. Pine Bluff represents one of the purest examples of housing still serving its original purpose, which is shelter. 9. Decatur. Illinois. Decatur is a town built around industry, agriculture, and manufacturing. Homes here often cost less than the price of a mid-range car. The city has long-standing infrastructure and established neighborhoods. While population has declined slightly, services remain fully functional. Employment opportunities exist in manufacturing, food processing, logistics, and healthcare. Housing affordability in Decatur exists because the town never experienced a speculative boom. Prices remained realistic. For buyers seeking ownership without pressure, Decatur remains one of America's quiet opportunities. 10 Gadsden, Alabama. Gadsden closes this list with some of the lowest home prices in the country. Houses here can cost less than what many Americans spend on a vehicle. The town offers a slow pace of life, affordable utilities, and strong community ties. Employment is supported by healthcare, manufacturing, and regional services. Homes in Gadsden are often traditional single-family properties with yards and space. Many are move-in ready. Affordability here is not temporary. It is structural. Gadsden represents the extreme end of American affordability, where ownership is still achievable for almost anyone with stable income. Why these towns stay affordable? These towns are not broken. They are simply disconnected from speculative demand. Their housing markets reflect local income, not national hype. Investors do not dominate. People still live in the homes they buy. These places remind us that housing can still function as shelter, not just an asset. The hidden cost of ignoring affordability. As more Americans chase limited housing in high-demand cities, pressure builds. Prices rise. Stress increases. Meanwhile, towns like these sit quietly, offering ownership without chaos. The tragedy is not that these towns exist. The tragedy is that so few people are willing to see them. The American dream is not dead. The American dream did not disappear. It moved away from noise. It moved away from trends. It moved into places where life is slower and ownership is still possible. A home does not need to impress strangers. It only needs to shelter a family. If this video changed how you think about buying a home, like the video so more people can see the truth. Comment home and tell us which town surprised you the most. Subscribe to the Facts Orbit for honest facts about places, prices, and possibilities that still exist in America. While the world chases what is expensive, opportunity often hides where no one is looking. And in America today, some of the cheapest homes are still waiting.